so, Josh with his...
It's cool. I can totally fucking come, like, in and out, like, here's my 2 cents.
Well, actually, considering Josh has never seen anything of what me and you were going to kind of discuss.
Oh, the Blair Witch or Grave Encounters?
Grave Encounters.
Okay.
What is your thoughts on this, on Blair Witch?
Go on.
The movie we just witnessed.
I mean, it was cool just for the fact that, like, I don't know, I've only seen bits and pieces of the original, and, it creeped me out. I got, I know the plot and why they did it. The final, I guess, like, villain of the whole thing looked like every other, like, video game horror, like, creature. It creeped me out.
Obviously this review contains spoilers, so if you kind of plan on seeing the Blair Witch, don't watch this until afterward. But basically what he's saying is the villain of the movie is a gigantic Mr. Slenderman type fucking thing. They make the witch look like literally something from a movie called Grave Encounters 2. I'm gonna pull up what it looks like, but actually the whole story is Grave Encounters 2, and except for in an asylum, it's in the woods. You got anything to add on to that?
I thought it was okay. Blair Witch I'd say it's actually more so, it does continue from Blair Witch 1.
Literally.
Yeah.
15 years later.
But it's, I guess you could kind of consider it a reboot, because you don't actually need to see Blair Witch to really, to get it. It's still basically any horror movie. Then there's Book of Secrets. We could talk about that a little bit if you want to.
Do we need to?
We can.
Do we want to?
The fun thing about Book of Secrets is it was originally supposed to be a work of satire, but the studio got a hold of it, Spider-Man 3 style, and just fucked it all up. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, now, what has it been? 16 years since that movie came out?
What, Blair Witch or Blair Witch 2?
Yeah, this is Book of Secrets.
I thought it was Book of Shadows.
Book of Shadows, that's it, I'm sorry.
That's it. It's been about...
Which funny thing about that, there's no book in that movie.
No book.
There's no book.
No book.
In Book of Shadows.
Josh disappeared.
No book.
No book.
Obviously, that's not even anything mentioned about that in this movie.
Yeah, they don't mention shit.
There's no...
Nothing.
No reference at all to Book of Shadows or anything. And so that's awesome. And now you have this movie. Like he said, it's very similar.
Have you ever seen Grave Encounters 2? But that's the
point.
main bad guy of Grave Encounters 2.
And that's kind of what the witch looks like. Or, well, what the extra thing looks like. Because there's also a scene at the end where there's, like, the dude, James. He sees this like shadowy figure in a dress and everything, and she's floating towards him, and then boom, it's gone, and the rest of the movie continues. The rest of the end, that is. Basically, this guy, he's related to one of the girls that goes missing in the original movie. I'm sorry, yes, he's the brother of Heather, and he wants to go find her. This chick. What was the girl's name?
Lisa.
Lisa. So
white girl named Lisa. He likes the hams.
Oh, she was hot.
She was alright. She was very skinny. I find it hard to believe she couldn't fit through this hole. I find it very hard to believe.
That hole was that big, and she's like this little. She's like this, and then the hole's like this.
I highly doubt.
Much like the vagina.
Yeah, that she couldn't fit. But anyway, we're not even going to talk. So Lisa is this like kind of filmmaker. The thing I do like about that is that the problems with these found footage films, which this is technically a found footage film, just with a lot better quality, is that sometimes you find it hard to believe that they would hold a camera and record at this current moment.
I did like this. You're getting ready to talk.
So her being a filmmaker kind of explains that she would want to record everything that she possibly could. The thing that I liked about the original Blair Witch was that they kind of explained that, and also like there was times where they would be recording and Heather would want to record, but everybody else would be like, dude, turn the fucking camera off. And this happens in this movie as well, which I really liked about that.
Well, what I really liked was, I thought you were going to go a different way with this. But what I liked was how technologically advanced the movie was.
Yes, I like that.
Where you had like the GPS tracking, you had the cameras on the ears, you had all that, but no matter how much...
UAV
the drone, but no matter how much you had... Technology still failed them.
They got that 3 kill streak going.
They got that 3 kill streak going.
Yeah, it went out.
Yeah, but no matter how much technology they had, it still wasn't.
Yeah, it still backfired.
Yep.
So this movie technically has your typical characters in it. You know, there's the guy that doesn't believe what's going on. There's the black guy that doesn't get that gets killed first. They happen to be the same character. There's the weirdo that believes everything. He's pretty much behind it all. Not behind it all, but he's the one that gets taken over and everything and possessed and all that, and he kills everybody. Tries to, at least. And you know, there's the guy who's doing the most adventures, all the blah 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 blah, and then there's the character that's really really into it and is the reason that they keep on going far into it and gets everybody else in trouble.
James.
I'd say it's kind of cliche in that point. And just like you said, I mean, you came up with it right away, is that it's copying off of Grave Encounters 2.
Literally Grave Encounters 2.
Right there, and it just kind of shows you. At the end of the day, I mean, I feel more people will probably see this than Grave Encounters 2.
Yeah, definitely.
So they'll probably never notice anyway.
Oh, and I did look up IMDb. It's not the same writers. It's just probably somebody that saw Grave Encounters 2 and was like, you know, this would be really fucking cool.
First complaint for me, big complaint. Black guy dies first.
Well, come on, that's a fucking horror movie.
Black guy
trope,
dies first,
dude.
you know.
Black guy always dies first.
And then the black girl.
No, but come on, you gotta admit there was that one part where he was like, "You want to go look for me?" He's like, "Nope," and he closes the fucking tent.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
He was like, "Nope, tent closed."
A scene I do like with Peter though is when they first go into, what's the dude's name? Wayne. I never even cared about the girl's name. Lane. Okay, Lane. But I never even cared about the girl's name. Some Balma looking bitch. Peter walks in and the first thing you see is a Confederate flag. Yep. And I like how Peter just looks at it and he's like, okay. And that kind of just like sets their relationship for the rest of the movie, that they're together. Like, and he's always being an asshole to him and everything throughout the rest of the movie. I just really enjoyed that because it kind of explained, like, you got to go on this trip with this dude that has this flag hanging up in his house, and it kind of like creates this what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like tension. It creates tension with them. So what else? Anything else you have to say about it?
Nope.
Nothing.
Just as a typical horror movie.
Horror movie.
Spoiler: everyone dies.
I will say it's pretty good, but I already saw it in 2012 when it was Grave Encounters 2.
Ratings. What would you guys give it?
I don't think that it exceeded the hype that was given to it, because they keep saying it's going to change the format of horror. It's going to change the landscape of horror.
Where did they say that?
When the Cannes Film Festival reviews came out of it, a lot of people were raving over it. Like, Bloody Disgusting was going crazy. Like, a lot of horror movie websites were like, oh my god, this is going to be like the best fucking horror movie ever. And that shit got me hype as fuck in like June. So I was really super excited to see this. And now that I found out that it's Grave Encounters 2, just in the woods, I would probably give it like a 4 or 5
out of 10.
4 out of 10. 4 or 5 out of 10. Yeah, in the halfway point. I mean,
I'd give it a D out of 10. That's
a
what
D
I would do.
out of 10? You didn't like it?
That's what I'd give it. I'd give it about a 5.
So we're around the same area then.
Yeah, it's not the worst movie I've ever seen. That's for sure.
No.
I could watch it again. I enjoy the found footage genre.
If this is like a first date, you could definitely get a hand job out of it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Take that for however you want it. Would you see it again?
With Corey.
Yeah.
He's got to watch Blair Witch first, though.
Would you see it again?
When it comes on TV.
Okay. There you go.
But after that, never again. No. After Corey sees it and after he sees both of them, I'll never. I don't have to own it. I don't have to watch it.
All right. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much. We'll see you around.
Titties.
Hey man. Get some screen time action, man. Get some screen time action. Yeah, that's right. There you go. Yeah.
It's that face all open.
That's good form. Yeah. You rocking back and forth. You on the porch. You rocking back and forth. Yeah. Somebody pulls up. Stop it. You hiding in the bushes. They walking up. You hop out the bushes. Stab them. It's like, nah. You know Hodge twins, bro?
No.
No? Okay. Anyway.